Loop of Henle explained what is the fundamental role of the loop of Henle. The role of the loop of Henle is to maintain a sodium ion gradient and help with selective reabsorption. Okay, how does this work? So there's two limbs, ascending and descending. Let me go through them. So the ascending limb is impermeable to water, so water can't pass through in and out. However, the descending limb is permeable to water, so it can move in and out. Right, in the ascending limb, sodium ions are actively transported into the medulla. That's the whole purpose of the loop of Henle. That's why in desert animals there's a longer loop of Henle, because essentially they'll have a longer water potential gradient and they'll have a higher concentration of sodium ions in the medulla, so then more essentially water moves out by osmosis and then into the blood. But let me get onto the details of that later. First and foremost, now we have a high concentration of sodium ions in the medulla. What happens now? Okay, so what happens now is that the sodium ions diffuse into the descending limb. Okay, water moves out into the interstitial space from the descending limb into the interstitial space and then into the blood. Okay, so water has now been selectively reabsorbed into the blood. It went from the descending limb to the interstitial space to the blood. That's what happens. Okay, because the descending limb is permeable to water. Now this causes the water potential in the medulla to be lowered since the ion concentration is higher now, and essentially this causes water to leave the distal convoluted tubule and the collecting duct via osmosis, so that gets selectively reabsorbed as well. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is pretty much all you need to know about the loop of Henle. Thank you for watching.